Well, guys, the gaslighting never ends. Apparently, Joe Biden went on live TV to say this MAGA crowd is the most extreme political organization in American history. The MAGA crowd is the most extreme political organization in American history. First of all, it's not even a political organization. It's tens of millions of Americans who believe in the American dream, who believe in our freedoms and our liberties and our Constitution, who want what's best for them and their children, unlike the Democrat Party. So MAGA, isn't even a political organization. It's certainly not the most extreme political organization in American history. Joe Biden can say that because he can get away with it, because the press will carry his water. They won't talk about the Ku Klux Klan. They won't talk about Al-Qaeda. They won't talk about actual terrorist organizations. And you know who they're definitely not talking about? Antifa, BLM, their donors. They won't talk about them. Years of looting, rioting, arson, murder. Guys, that's not political. Those aren't political organizations. But the tens of millions of people who believe in an America First policy, who are proud patriots, who love their country, they're the most extreme. And this all comes from this recent Roe v. Wade decision. And the gaslighting continues, where they say, this could destroy LGBT youth for some reason. They're making the reference to what's going on in Florida, where people have stood up, and even Democrats, once people see what's in the rules, it's overwhelmingly popular that, maybe we don't need to teach 3, 4, 5-year-old toddlers about explicit sexual material, okay? That's where they're going with this. It could be used to eliminate contraception. No, it's not. Just stop. But they can't help themselves. Watch them say it. Listen with your own ears.
Well, that got struck down. Griswold was thought to be a bad decision by Bork, and my guess is the guy's on the Supreme Court now. What happens if you have state changes the law saying that children who are LGBTQ can't be in classrooms with other children? Is that legit under the way that the decision is written? What are the next things that are going to be attacked? Because this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
That kind of divisiveness is what's causing all of this in this country, folks. That they can attack millions and millions of Americans, at least half. And at this point, after watching Biden's failures, probably more. Because that's what they got to do. Let's motivate our voters by lying and exaggerating, and the media will run with it. We'll get them really we'll get them ready for the midterms because our policies have sucked. They've driven the economy into the ground. Our border is a disaster and a humanitarian crisis of human trafficking, drug trafficking, etc. Our energy prices are through the roof. Inflation's through the roof. The economy's going to go to hell. But let's not talk about any of that. Let's gaslight so we can get a couple one-issue voters really motivated to vote for us, because we couldn't care less about the rest of America. So we'll demonize half the country with this nonsense and this rhetoric. And because we're the left, we'll be able to get away with it. That's this presidency. And more importantly, folks, that's today's Democrat Party. They don't offer solutions. They don't offer good ideas. They would rather negotiate with Venezuela and the world's leading state sponsor of terror in Iran for energy than deal with Americans and supply and produce it ourselves, because they don't care about you. They hate your guts. And if you don't believe me, just listen to the President of the United States, because it's clear and the hatred is palpable. Don't let them get away with it.